Hi everyone, very happy to be here today and thank you for Copenhagen Fashion Week for involving me. I'm very happy to introduce you Malaikaraiss, the creative director of Malaikaraiss, and have a chat with her after that she presented her beautiful video right now in Copenhagen Fashion Week. Hi Malaika, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. I'm good.
Hi,
Thank you.
nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. A
Nice to meet you
pleasure.
too.
No, it's always a little bit strange now that in this time of video and conference, but it's always a way to exchange kind of point of views and visions. And I wanted to congratulate also for the video. I mean, I also like the title and wanted to ask you why the Impossible Project.
Um, cause like, oh, that's a long story. Okay, long story
Okay.
short, we tried, yeah, to do a video at several places, but then COVID struck and we were not able to travel. And everyone told me like it is impossible to manage that and to do it. And so that is why it's called the Impossible Project. And in the end, we made it work.
No, it did work, and I really loved also the music, and was really kind of a positive vibe, in this period, which is, I guess it hasn't been easy. In fact, one of my question is like in this challenging time, what has been like for you the most difficult task? Because everyone asks what has been the big change, but there has always been also big tasks, especially for a designer and for its brand.
I mean, if you're like a smaller or independent brand like we are, then like the first challenge was like securing the supply chain, because we mostly produce in Europe, which is a plus because we are very close to our manufacturers and suppliers. But also we mainly produce in Italy, and also the situation in Italy was very severe for a couple of months. So this is like was like the most challenging thing. And then I would also say like being like visible for the customers, because like you can't put in like millions of money into marketing campaigns, and you have to remind the customer that we are a brand that lives, like we are through retailers. Like most of our business comes through like brick and mortar stores, and like reminds like to remind the customers that they still go out and like support their local shops. So that is like the biggest challenge, I would say.
No, I guess, I mean, and I think also the fact of, local shops and how would you say like kilometer zero, and it's something that probably also came out. It was a little bit more forgotten, no, in different times.
Yes.
Now I think that with this pandemic, I always say that, in challenging times, you have to try and see, a positive aspect of change and, of making things better. And probably this made people think about that they really had not everything, but almost what they needed really like under their home or nearby. And it's something I think that helped out probably to see, the world a little bit in a different way. What do you think about that? I mean, as a designer.
Yes, true. I would say you have to like see the possibilities in it, like that you can like make your voice heard, and like that people are more about how they consume and what they consume, and that there's really that they are opening their eyes what is around them. And I think that is like also a chance for us as a brand, as a small brand, to like evolve in the future, because like people are more aware of what they are wearing and what they want to buy. So yeah, I try to always like take opportunities and make it into something positive. So yeah, I hope that there will be like a change in the entire industry, and that like people will get back to slow things down maybe a bit, so creativity can like um, be at its best and not like always we are always in a hurry of producing collection after collection. And I think, or I feel that it kind of slowed down already, and people are enjoying creativity even more than they did before.
No, I think so too, and yeah, that's what I kind of repeat. I mean, obviously, this year has been very challenging, but speaking also to all the designers of new generation and small brands about the fact that it's very important the quality and not the quantity, which something that probably the fashion industry a little bit lost. They was more about the quantity rather than the quality, and it was just about production, production, production. And I thought it was a little bit lost the sense of why we were doing this. And I see that, anyways, in your DNA of your brand, it's always been like long time favorites, taking care, loving, the product, and it was nothing something like, it's not about fast fashion, but getting a clothes, an item, and keeping it with you. And I think this is explain very clear your message and vision. And is this something that you wanted it because you wanted to create also awareness to your consumers? I mean, why you thought about having a collection that people wouldn't not continuously buy, but buy something and keep it for a very long time instead of continuing to buy.
Yes, I think I always wanted to create kind of an essential wardrobe, uh, like pieces that you like would keep, but also like would pass on to your daughter, or you would pass it on to a second cycle, or you would take it out of your closet like 10 years from now and style it a completely different way. And I mean, we have so much love for detail in the collections, and I'm always like the biggest nerd about craftsmanship. So I thought about that like a cycle of 6 months for a piece of clothing is like way too short. So we should like appreciate all of the people that putting their love and dedication into it, and like give the the styles the opportunity to have like also a second cycle or a third cycle, and be owned by somebody else maybe, or like as I said, like getting us a second act a couple of years later. And so I think that is like something that is kind of in my DNA, and I'm completely convinced that like that is like the only way to keep it up in the future. And that is also part of sustainability, not also choosing the right, not only choosing the right materials, right fabrics, which we of course try to do, always searching for the better option, but also like consume less. And yeah, so
Yeah, no, I
that's
think this
what
is
I thought about.
no. So in a way, you thought of being like kind of responsible, and sustainable in a way, even at the beginning of your brand. In fact, my other question would have been, because speaking to many designers of new generation, even younger than you, and as a new generation, they're very conscious about wanting to be more responsible. And I think this is something that your brand, in a way, always had. Is it something that you want to continue and develop, in a way, also discover new ways of being more responsible?
Yes, sure. I think it is like always like an ongoing challenge for myself and also for my team. And I also would I like to like challenge my consumers, but also my suppliers, to like go ahead and think what could be next and what could we do better still. So I think that is kind of an ongoing process. And also this is like it makes it more interesting for me to like think outside the box, maybe. And also something, if it doesn't work out the first time, it is like it's fun for me to try it again. And that is like the biggest joy you can have, like um, being part of this process.
No, I absolutely agree. And as the last question, Malaika, I wanted to ask you, what are, I mean, which message you wanted to give to your consumers and also, to people that, follow or not even follow your brand? I mean, what's your message when you do collection? What would you want to get to the consumers, the message you want to give?
Whew, tough question. I would say
Sorry,
that is like
it came up to me
that
now, like this now.
um, I would say that Malaikaraiss is a brand that you can really be yourself in. So like when you wear the clothes, so that is like the most important thing for me, that you feel yourself when you wear our collections. And like no matter what size you're wearing, no matter if you're a tomboy or a girly girl. So yeah, I would say that is like my message.
Okay. No, no, it's good. I know it was an easy question, but I think it's also very important right now, to give direct messages, especially in this moment that, people do not know a little bit what's happening and everything. So, well, thank you for being with us today, and it was really a pleasure to meet you, even if by video. I hope to come to Copenhagen soon, and I also wanted to
Yes,
thank Copenhagen Fashion Week for involving us. And good
yes.
luck with everything and hope to meet you soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Ciao.